I'm a mess. I'm a Oh yeah, for those who are new here and didn't hear me talk about how I organized that Minecraft, maybe it's because I also had like 3 to 4 hours of sleep too. For those who didn't know, I slept at around 9 a.m. 9 a.m. So I had like 3 hours. 9 a.m. So I had 3 hours of sleep. And for those who are wondering, so then why did you have 3 hours of sleep? It's because I did a EN tour for Mio Senpai. So basically, and for those who are wondering how I got into that position, I talked about it in the beginning of the stream, but basically, literally all I did was I looked on Twitter. I saw that she tweeted about visiting World ID and KR server, and I was like, oh wait, Ian's not included because Ian server isn't linked. Yeah, the Mito, yeah. Basically, I saw that she didn't mention Ian because Ian server isn't connected to the portal because it is individually owned by Fanana. So I just slid into the DMs. I DM'd her on Twitter and was like, do you want to check out... I wrote her in English and Deep L translated Japanese. And I was like, oh, I saw that you were planning on visiting Minecraft servers. I was wondering if you would like to visit Ian server as well. I'm like, I'm sorry, my Japanese is really poor, so I let her know I'm using a translation site. So I said it in both like English and Japanese. You know, the Japanese was and then she was replying to me back also with a translation software. So we were both like messaging each other in English and Japanese, like together with a translation software, so we both understood each other. and then I asked Fanan, because I didn't know how long Fanan was gonna stay up, so I asked Fanan to give me admin access, because I told her like, oh yeah, Senpai's gonna visit the server. So I wasn't sure, like, I'm not sure, like, because at that time I wasn't sure when she was going to reply, because at that point, like, I already was waiting at 10 minutes for a reply, and it was really late. So I asked Fanana to give me admin access, so now I have admin powers too, and don't worry, I will use my power responsibly on our server. And yeah, I just basically asked Fanana to give me admin powers so I could whitelist Senpai to the server. And yeah, that's really it. That's really how it went. And then I asked her if she would like a tour guide for the server, because I didn't know who else would be awake, and like our server's a mess. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We all know EN server is very messy and disorganized compared to like KR, ID, and JP. So like, and the fact that, you know, there's the fucking whole obsidian thing surrounding spawn point. So I was like, would you like me to be your tour guide? And she's like, yes, I would love a tour. So then so yeah, that's really how it came to be. I just literally DM'd her and asked her if she would like to have access to the EN server. And then when she was on, I showed her around a little bit, and then after that I added everyone and was like, hey guys, Mio Senpai is on the EN server now, if you guys want to drop by to say hi. And then Pomo and Mista showed up. I think the others were like sleeping or you know, streaming at that time. So yeah, Mr. and Pomu showed up, and then we showed her the rest of the server, and that's how it went. That's really how it went. I think like people are like, so then how do you keep like organizing these collabs without like not knowing any, you know, not really knowing any Japanese? I don't know. I was like, do you want to do it? And they're like, yeah. That's really it. That's really it. I just DM'd them and asked them if they wanna fucking do a collab, or like want me to show them around. I just go for it. I just go, you wanna do it? And they'll be like, yeah. Like I always said that. The worst they can say is no, and then you're like, okay.